guys, hey, wanted to do another reaction video because the first one was really fun and I really appreciated the positive feedback that I got about it. So I was having a hard time thinking up what to react to next, and I thought I would just grab a giant pile of some of my old zines and dig through and just kind of find something that kind of seems to fit the bill here. So I've got a Metal Maniacs from 1998 with the cover ripped off of it. I might have the cover somewhere in here or whatever, but I just thought let's get in here and find something that looks kind of shitty and unfamiliar to me, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Features on Iron Maiden. Here's an ad from Full Moon Productions. So I'm thinking here, you know, the full features aren't going to be what I'm interested in. Can you believe Deftones was in Metal Maniacs? Kiss. Amy Malmsteen. I'm kind of thinking there's going to be an ad or something for something that should really hit the spot here. There's an ad for Jerry Cantrell's solo record. Century Media ad. Relapse. Catatonia, today is the day. King Diamond. Ooh, I remember seeing, what is this? I recognize this album cover. Damaged. Token Remedies Research on Rotten Records. Shall we give that a shot? I'm going to put my finger on this and look through a couple more pages and see if something maybe a little better doesn't pop out at me, because I don't feel super good about that, but I did try and shoot this video once and it didn't go too well already. Metal Blade ad. Just not seeing a whole lot. There's a Necropolis ad. I own all of that. Morta Skull. Oh man, the shorts. Independent label report. Now this is kind of popping out at me too. That's the hardest to pronounce thing. You know what? It's a toss up. Damaged or Aimoptysi. I think I want to go with this. This is just like a label rundown that they used to do. Fucking Nagelfar. Let's do this. This might be good from what I can tell. I might even be surprised if it's on YouTube. Let's see. So the band is spelled Aimoptysi. I usually have a okay time trying to pronounce things. Okay. There's only, the full album isn't on here, but let's see if I can maybe make this work. I can't imagine this is on Bandcamp. I'm gonna see if I can find it somewhere else maybe. But the album is called Searching the Myths of the Past. It's got a poor rating on Discogs. There isn't anywhere handy to stream this. So back to YouTube. Let me go ahead and give it a... Let's see. Let's see here. It says something about Greek death metal. Pull up the band on Metal Archives. Yeah, I can't imagine how to pronounce this. They're Greek. Aimoptysi. No clue. So far, drum machine is really not doing them a lot of good, especially with fills like that. Hope you can hear that all right. Weird. Bass player is just diarrheaing all over the place. There's another track on YouTube. So this is track 7 for some reason. And the bass player is just trying to get a gig in another band by playing everybody else out of the water in this. Man, the bass player needs to shut up. I'm not even sure the bass player is playing the same song as everybody else. Talk about distracting. Weird. That solo doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, but maybe this one does. Only quieter. This is mixed, so weird. One of the most bizarre and original formulas one could come across. Despite suffering from a severely thin production, imagine serene waterfalls, atmospheric acoustic passages adorned by sinister sounds, giving way to driving rhythms and low talking vocal crunch, which at times are reminiscent of Necrophagie's Killjoy. Throw in some killer melodic guitar work in some spots and contrasting mournful sentiments at others, and folks, you have the makings of an avant-garde amalgam, which is engaging as it is exotic and enigmatic. Yeah, I don't hear... This is original, I will give it that. I really don't hear a lot of trappings of anything else that I can identify. Boy. Oh, don't fucking do that. Wow. We are just running the gamut on styles of death metal vocals. Wow. Interesting. These guys are from Athens. They did 3 demos in '95. 3 demos in 1 year. And then in '97, they did their full length, searching the myths of the past. They have a drummer, apparently, but not on this album. See, for like 75% of the time for this, I don't care that there's a drum machine. But it's when they try and throw in some stupid fill that no drummer would ever play, or that hi-hat couldn't sound worse. Yeah, this mix is so bad. Well, this is an interesting find. I'm glad that worked out. Their first 3 demos were reissued in 2016 on a compilation. And I'm sure they're way better. There's some really interesting stuff out of Greece from back in the 90s. They had some very different ideas going on. And I like digging around back in that kind of stuff. Seems like this song is not about over. Still 2 minutes left. This is really going nowhere. They don't have any songwriting skills, but you know, it's weird, avant-garde, experimental, if maybe by accident. I don't know if I would say that they were achieving what they tried to set out to achieve. Takeaway so far on this is like the production is all over the place. The bass player needs to tone it down. They could use a real drummer, and the singer needs to stop showing off how he has 6 different fucking voices he can use to sing. This is too much for one band to contain. God, it's hard to tell that the drums and the guitars and the vocals and the bass player are even playing the same song. This is a perfect example of a band that needs a producer to help them rewrite their songs, hone their songs, and spit out an album that could maybe be palatable. I don't know if that would work well for this band, but that's usually the way it goes. So let's try one more track. This is Cocky Toss, The Mournful River. I am sorry if I'm butchering that. So now I'm wondering, is this like rare and valuable on Discogs? God, that's so bizarre. Yeah, kind of. There's a copy. Goes for about $28. There's somebody asking for, out of Italy, there's somebody asking for €85 for this CD. God. I just hope someone isn't fucking shelling out €85 for this without having heard it. It's got a lot of like palm muted riffs that you would see someone at Guitar Center trying to play. Oh. Really got a flange on its vocals now. This track, oh yeah, like I said, this is track 4 on the album. So we listened, I think, to track 7, and now this is 4. I don't know. When I first glanced at this, I thought we might be in for something really, really good. But, you know, this reminds me and harkens back to a time when this kind of thing was a lot more viable than it is now. You could get away with putting out something this odd and have a chance of it being well received, I think. And also, like, as a fan back in 1998, something like this, I feel like this wouldn't fall into your lap that easily. And like, if you read a description like I just read about something like that, odds are you would get something pretty decent or amazing out of that. And today, there's just 10,000 times more bands than there were back then, and there's just that much more subpar music than there was back then. There was definitely a turning point when metal started to get into the magazines and especially the internet, where it got really bad. Oh, I didn't think they would go the clean vocal route. Oh boy. Guys. Yeah. Searching the songs of the past. That is terrible. Oh, dude. This is so bad. Love it. Now we're in for a solo. Oh. I guess another thing that you could say is, like, with a weird debut that's really immature, you know, if 3 years from now, from after this came out, if they would have had a decent budget and a studio and a producer and some well-rehearsed songs, I could see them putting out a really decent record after this. But they broke up. Yeah. So this came out on DR Recordings, which I've never heard of. This is the only thing they ever released, so. Mom and Dad gave them a loan. And that's the end of that. Well, yeah, that's about all I have to say about this band. I'm glad I checked it out. It makes me want to look for more stuff that's like this, only good. Yeah. Oh, man. Bubbling gurgles at the end. This has some charm, but that's the end of that. So that was Aimoptysi with their album Searching the Myths of the Past. There you have it. Like, so you saw how this went. If you have suggestions for other reactions, put them down below and we'll consider them. You know, the more you give me, the more I have to choose from. But yeah, like I want this to be shitty albums. We'll see you next time. Thank you for reacting to my reaction. We'll see you next time.